First 20 of the new year. The rain is relentless. It hasn't stopped since I got here. Right then guys, well, welcome back to the LineBites YouTube channel. I know it's been a while. I've been away in Germany with work since the beginning of January and I've just not had time to get out on the bank. We were gated over there and in my normal style hadn't done any prep before we went and had no videos or anything ready for you guys to go. So I'm now coming to you, it's the first week of March and as you can see, considerably warmer since last time I was on the bank, but it is tipping it down. Plan for today, so I was supposed to be going up onto my syndicate. I've got a month left on there before I move on to my campaign water for the summer, and to be honest I feel a bit out of touch with the lake and I feel a bit out of touch with carp fishing, so what I decided to do was come down to Todber Manor, specifically Wadmill, just to stretch my legs out, hopefully try and get a bend in the rod and yeah, get a few fish for the video. I'm on the syndicate for the next couple of nights after this, so I will be doing a blog on that one, but I just really wanted to get out. This new lake that I'm fishing is pretty difficult when I come to it in April, and catching is going to be a real challenge. I'll be lucky if I get a fish out of there in the next season or two. So whenever I get a chance to get a bend in the rod, that's exactly what I'm intending on doing. So it kind of made sense for me to come down. Not bothered about the size, I just want to know that I can still catch fish after not being out since yeah, the end of last year. So what we've got at the moment is a lake to ourselves. Had a look around on Little Hayes and decided that because this one was empty, it made perfect sense, and I've nestled myself at the very top of the lake. Now I know that this peg does well normally in winter, it has done in the past, because there used to be a lot of reeds up at the top end, but they've actually got rid of those reeds pretty much all around the lake. So yeah, stuck to my guns, and fish are probably likely to visit those areas and hold up in them still anyway, even though the reeds have gone. And true to form, I've actually seen some fish showing just out in front of me. So what I've done is I've got 2 solid bags out in my normal style, and yeah, I've had a couple of line bites already, so fingers crossed we're into some fish later on. But for the time being, if you're new to the channel, then welcome. I hope you enjoy it. Please check out my other videos, and remember to hit that subscribe and like button like it was one of your rods going off with a new personal best. I'm going to leave it there now. I need to get changed out of my work kit because it's getting soaking wet, and I want to get dry and get a brew on. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this episode, and I will see you shortly. Be lying to you fine people if I said it wasn't miserable out there. Yeah, the rain is relentless. It hasn't stopped since I got here. Taking refuge now, but I'm on a downward slope, so water's just coming on through like a little stream. It's really not ideal at all, but I'm buzzing to be out on the bank, and I have had a few line bites, which is great. Seen a couple more fish roll. I think I'm going to give it, it's coming up I think about 3:30 now, going to give it till about 1:45, have a rechuck. So I've started off on some pink Northern Special wafters. I'm fishing with a small solid bag, and fishing's not going to get easy this year, unfortunately. It's going to be a year of big learning curves, but I guess I'm out on the bank, even if it is pissing it down. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is just tie up a few solid bags, get ready to throw those out, have a couple of different colours on them, and we'll see if we can tempt one of these Wadmill carp out. Although to be honest, I don't really want to get out the bivvy, but you've got to be in it to win it, and that's what we're going to do. So without any further procrastination, I think I probably need to start tying up some new bags and just starting to get ready to have a bit of a recast, because yeah, they've been out about 45 minutes, an hour now, and nothing's happened. And I find, particularly in winter, it's about casting around in here, trying to find where the fish are, as opposed to leaving them sat there static for a long time. And it's solid bags that I'm fishing with, so I'm not putting a massive amount of bait in to start with. So yeah, that's what we'll do now, and fingers crossed there's a bit of a break in the weather when I get out to cast them. Right then guys, so I just thought I'd take a minute to talk you through the rigs that I'm using on this session. So since being away in Germany, I've actually had a bit of a change up on my terminal tackle, as you might be able to see here, as I'm just scooting around. Now, I've always been a fervent user of quarter end tackle, and I really still do have a lot of time for it, but I was just before leaving Germany looking around and came across on Instagram a company called Hobo Armour, and when I got looking at the tackle that they do, I noticed that a lot of the terminal tackle is terminal tackle similar to what I use. So for example, the coloured kickers, the offset hooks, so similar to the crank pattern style hook, then these hexscape style, which are similar to kind of the Nash claw. And when I looked at the price, they were remarkably cheaper, so I ordered myself a load of it, and including some of the armour chod and the armour weave, which are their two their hook links. So armour chod is a your chod kind of boom type link, and then the armour weave is just a supple braid. It's not coated, they don't do any coating at the moment, but I thought I'd give them a shot. What we've got here is my standard German rig. What I've got here is one of the size 6 offset barbless hooks, to about 4 inches there of the armour weave, with one of their pink kickers and their hook beads. So pretty much identical to the rigs that I always use. And I've also been tying up a couple of booms for my stiff hinges that I use when I'm fishing pop-ups on a lead clip as well. And I must admit, I'm really impressed with them so far. First thing that I noticed about the hooks out the packet is the gauge of wire that they use is a lot thicker than the corded that I'm traditionally used to, so it's taken a bit of getting used to. I've used corded now for the best part of 10-15 years, but I mean, overall impression's really good. I think the branding looks really good, and so far the quality has been excellent. The hooks are sharp out of the packet, and I've got absolutely no reservations that I'm going to have a very, very successful season with them. So I'll get back to you guys probably in a few more sessions time once I've had a chance to actually land a few fish and see how they're doing, but for the most part, it's looking really good. Well guys, I'd certainly be lying to you if I was to say then that I was ready for what happened in any sense of the word. It's coming up, I'm not even sure what time it is now, coming up 1900, so it's just gone actually 7:10, and just sat, I got myself into my bivvy like you do on these cold dark nights, and I've just realised I never actually explained to you how I'm fishing. So, as I said to you at the start of the video, I know that, as I said to you guys at the start of the video, I know that this area, it used to have a lot of reeds up here, and those reeds obviously hold warmth over winter, and fish hold up in them up at this top end. So that's where I kind of knew I was going to come straight away, when I knew I was going to come and fish on Wadmill. So for the start of the day, for the start of the session, I had one rod fishing out towards the island, and then one in that little area where the reeds used to be before they cut them out. And swapped around baits, so tried red, tried orange, tried what else did we try? We tried white. Right then guys, sorry about that, just had a bit of a drama with the bait screw. It's an old quarter one, and it's one of these 360 ones that they have, and it just disintegrated in my hand. I was fishing one rod out to the island, one in this weedy area that I knew about, and wasn't getting anything. I tried all the different pop-ups that I had, wafters that I had, all the different colours anyway, and I was just not getting anything, so decided I was going to bring both rods into the margin in the evening for for the night. I went and actually put a tiny little bit of bait out. I put like literally handfuls over each spot and put the rods out. Got into bed, just chilling out, and all of a sudden, yeah, my right hand rod absolutely tore off. So it wiped my left hand rod out, which is why I'm redoing both bags, because I didn't tie any up because I didn't think I was going to catch anything. Yeah, I've now got that fish resting in the net, in the sling, sorry, just whilst I get these rods back out, and then as soon as I've done that, we'll have a look at it. So rather than wasting time, I'm going to crack on, and I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. Well guys, she's going to be a bit lively, as she's just been resting in the sling whilst we got the bags back out and the rods fresh on the spot again. I hope that was another bite. And yeah, we're into our first fish, and our first fish of 2022, which is gleaming, so she's going to be a bit lively. But this one came to a pink Northern Special wafter, and as you can hear there, I'm already getting LineBites again. So this fish is like a block of ice. Hopefully we can hold her up. But hey, whoa, she's got all stiff on the other side. There we go. So yeah, fish number 1 of 2022, and hopefully plenty more where that came from. Like I said, really wasn't expecting this fish, so absolute bonus. Not a bad fish, and yeah, that new hobo armour terminal tackle that I'm using, it was hooked bang on straight in the bottom lip. Really firm hook hold, even though it was a barbless hook, so I'm more than happy with that. Let's just show you the other side quickly, and then we'll get her back. Awesome. So I reckon probably I reckon probably 17 pounds, maybe 16, 17 pounds. I'm not going to bother weighing her, but yeah, buzzing with that. There you go. So we managed to do it. I was really concerned we were going to blank, but yeah, that's out of the way. Sweet. Let's see if we can get another. Well, ladies and gents, it's coming up about 10:30 now, and I've just got both the rods back out on the spot. And yeah, we're into fish number 2 now. It's not been as busy as I thought it probably would have been, but I mean, it's a lovely fish, I'd say. Probably same again, 15, 16, maybe a bit bigger. It might scrape 17, but it's mid doubles, and this time it came to the left hand rod. Cast out again to the same point on the bay there, and fell to a wafter, the pink Northern Special, and it's a lovely fish. It's about to beat the crap out of me, because he's been sat in the sling whilst I've sorted myself out. But yeah, oh, please don't start, please don't start. Let's just let me get a couple of pictures. Okay, there we go, look at that. Not a happy bunny, this one. Lovely looking fish, all the same, but really not happy. Let's see if she'll just let us get a proper picture. There we go, look at that. I mean, yeah, really nice quality fish on a cold March night. Really happy with that one. Same again, fell to the solid bag with the milk and cream crush on it, and yeah, the pink Northern Special wafter. Yeah, before I started changing the colours around on the wafters, pink was the only one that I was getting any activity on, and I thought maybe it was just trailer or something. I wasn't sure if it was liners, because they were coming pretty consistently one after the other. But since swapping over to the pink, yeah, it's the one that's producing the fish. So there you go, I'll give you one last look, and then I'm gonna get this one back. At least the weather's clearing up as well. Oh. Right then guys, well, the weather's certainly not letting up. It's coming up, I think, about 1:30, and yeah, the left hand rod's ripped off again, and attached to it, if she'll come out, is this very lively mirror that we've got here. I'll just get rid of that. So as you can see there, it's that yellow pop up. And yeah, the weather is absolutely disgusting right now. It's just the rain. This rain is absolutely incessant, but we've been blessed with this lovely mirror. He's probably going to go mental again because I've just been sat sulking in the net whilst I've been getting the rod back out on the spot again. So let's see if she'll do us the honours and have a quick moment on camera. It doesn't feel like it's going to be the case. It's going mad again. Fuck's sake, come on, come on. Chill. I think my warm hands coupled with the lights are kind of throwing them off a bit. But there you go, probably the smallest of the session so far, but very welcome nonetheless. Right then guys, well, oh, I'll just get that off. Got a proper pretty one here. Just need to get some treatment onto her. What are you doing? Right. Really not happy this one, but there you go, fish number 4. What an absolute stunner. She's getting in again. Right, I'm not going to mess around with this one too much. I'm just going to get some of this propolis on and we'll get it back in. Well guys and girls, first 20 of the new year, and yeah, what a fish it is. Considering this lake is, all the fish are generally quite pale. They're not particularly dark fish. This has got some lovely colourings on it. I'm just hoping the camera picks it up. But I'll be honest with you, after that last fish, I put the rod in and left the last one out that was fishing, and it's just torn off. It's coming up. It's about 6:30 now, and yeah, I mean, I was just getting up and about, getting ready to put the second rod up back in, and this one went off. She's not gonna behave for us, is she? They're like blocks of ice, and the second my warm hands are touching them, they're just getting absolutely mental. Let's see if we can get her up. There we go. Hey, come on, just let me have one. Let me have you for 2 minutes, and then you can go. Oi, she got it. There, she keeps tensing up. Chill. Oi, there we go. Look at that. There you go. So, first 20 of the year. I think that's fish number 4 or 5. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, it's turning into a nice little session, isn't it? It's not a bad way to shake off the cobwebs of being away for the last 6 or 7 weeks. So yeah, let's get this fish back because she is not happy, and we'll get the rods back out again. Well guys, as you can see from my bedraggled look, it's been quite a wet and miserable night. Literally hasn't stopped since I got here. This is the biggest let up in the rain that I've actually had, and yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling wet and damp, but I mean, I think I'm on 4 or 5 fish now. I think 5 with the biggest, actually going a couple of ounces over 20 pounds, which was really good. It's about 7:30 now, and I'm just making myself a brew. I'm going to give it until about 9 o'clock, I think, and at that point I'm going to pack up and make the hour's trip up the road to my syndicate. I've not been on the syndicate in a couple of months now. Well, the club water in a couple of months now, because I've been away, as I keep mentioning. I don't think I've mentioned that enough. so I'm going to try and drop on there. It tends to get busier from about Wednesday onwards. I normally like to fish it the first part of the week, but we'll go down there and see what we can do. So unbelievably, I have seen fish showing this morning. There's been quite a few boshing out in front of me, so I'm still feeling confident that we might be able to put another one on the bank before we leave. But when you get them on the bank, they're like blocks of ice. They're really cold, but it's good that they're starting to move around. I've seen a few ducks that are getting ready to start mating as well, so it looks like we might be starting to head out of winter shortly and into the spring, which will be awesome. It was probably the mildest night that I've had on the bank since last October last night, and yeah, the only thing that let it down was the rain. So I'm gonna sort my life out, get a bit of breakfast down me, and yeah, we'll then just go from there. It's been a good session so far, and yeah, we'll keep you updated as and when there's anything else worth reporting on. Guys, it's coming up 9:30 and I'm setting off a bit later than I originally wanted to. Came back to the van for about 9 o'clock and started throwing my kit in, and saw that my radio was on. Now it's got one of these like chips that you basically take away and put back on and then plug it in when you need to turn the radio on, and I thought I just knocked it as I got in the van and I was putting my bag in and stuff like that. So yeah, continued getting ready, and then I thought to myself, no, you haven't left that on all night. The radio's not been on. You're not going to have run the battery flat. But yeah, that's exactly what I did. So luckily a couple of lads, the bailiffs, were walking down, well, they're coming down in their little like 4x4 thing, and I've always got a set of jump leads in the car, so yeah, they gave us a quick jump. It was touch and go, but now I'm about to head off to the club water, so hopefully I'll be set up by about 11, half 11. I need to stop and grab a bit more food on the way, but that's the end of this Todber session. I think I ended up on 5 fish, which was more than enough. Happy with that, and the lake just started to get a bit busier as I was leaving, so I think I timed it pretty spot on. I've got some bait that I need to get rid of on this next water that we're going to. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this episode, then please remember to like, share, subscribe, all those good things. As yeah, I'm back and I'm blogging big time. I'm going to continue to do more of these kind of like blog type entries where I'm talking to you like this now, rather than what I was doing before. Is a couple of guys that I've spoken to have said that this is what they prefer. So yeah, I'm going to start the drive now. I think it'll take about an hour and a half from here. Hopefully the weather's better, because everything is absolutely piss wrapped in the van. I've got everything out that I can dry in. I'm going to take the hoodie off, get the heaters on full whack, get a coffee en route, and get into it. I'm feeling confident. So you guys will see this video next week after this one's come out, and hopefully we've got something to show you. So in the meantime, if you're on the bank, tight lines, wet nets, and yeah, I'll see you around.